Howdy, howdy. I know, it's been a couple weeks at least. I know, sweetheart. Just let me make the video and then I'll feed you. And then I'll feed your smushy face. Yes. I know, just let me make this video. Por favor. Por favor. Can I make this video? Can you get off my chair? Thank you. Okay, so this is a challenge giveaway reminder video again. I meant to do this at the beginning of October, but you know, I don't have any more excuses for you guys. I just tired. Just tired, and I can't bring myself to do anything by the time I get home. So yes, I'm having a painted paper challenge giveaway. It is open until November 30th. The drawing will be November 5th or the 6th. I cannot remember which one it is. As long as I have it by those dates, you'll be counted. All you have to do to enter is to submit an 8.5 by 11 sheet of painted paper. Here is the sample I made on camera, I think. Did I post this on camera? I think, yeah, I posted the video of me painting the paper, but when I went to do the jelly crayons on camera, or the gel crayons on camera, holy shnikes, something happened to it, so that video did not happen. So yes, that's all you have to do to join. The prizes are two $50 gift certificates to Gina Marie's store. I'll leave the link in the description box below. There's extras you can do, including a VR. Thank you to the 5 people that have done it. I super appreciate it because I am not the most popular channel, and so I doubt my videos get much viewings, except when other people direct people to my video. So, yeah, thanks for the folks that did do that. I thought I'd work on these cards on camera just so I'm doing something. You guys can watch if you want to, and if you don't, okay. Honey, I love you too. I love all of you so much. Just, I'm trying to do something that's not staring at a screen. So, just 10 minutes. 15 minutes max, ladies. 15 minutes max. Okay, so a lot has been happening with me. I am working all the time. I mean, that's not new. I'm working all the time, though. I half the time on my drive home, I have to stop on the side of the road and sleep. Just because I cannot keep my eyes open. I can keep my eyes open on the freeway. I cannot keep my eyes open once I get to the more rural part, you know, where I'm not concentrating on navigating around slow cars. And yeah. So I have to stop and I have to sleep for an hour or two. And then I go home. And then I veg out in front of the computer watching reruns of stuff, and I feed the dogs, and then I go to bed, and then I do it all over again. Today was supposed to be my Friday. I mean, I got home a couple hours ago and was sitting. I was sitting in front of the computer. I was sitting in front of the computer, and I was like, just do something. Because today was supposed to be my Friday. I got home. I almost had to stop and sleep on the side of the road. But I managed to make it. But today turned out not to be my Friday. Honey, go lay down. Go lay down. today turned out not to be my Friday. My boss decided to schedule me 10 days in a row without a day off. So 5 more days of being a zombie until I get a day off. So that's been, super freaking awesome. I got a new fish. His name is, oh my goodness, just here, we'll use one of these. And I use gel crayons, so nothing is sticking to it. That's my own fault. I love gel crayons so much. Okay. So I got a new fish. His name is Constantine. He's red. He's small. He's sweet. Oh my goodness. He greets me with the most sweet fish wiggle waggles every day when I get home, and I just love him. I know he just wants food. I know I'm just a meal ticket to him. But I like to pretend that he actually is like, yay, mom's home. I have so many dogs, and I'm excited over the love of a fish. Okay. I was on Petco buying some super worms because I decided I was going to try my hand at growing a colony of superworms because they are not. Oh no. Shooty patootie, I lost one of my little stars. Maybe it's on the ground. I'm not expecting to finish any of these cards on camera. Trying to grow a colony because they're really expensive. And can I afford them? Yes. But would I rather not have to spend, honey lemon, go lay down. Would I rather not have to spend, $10 on 50 worms, Yeah, I'd prefer that. The only problem with super worms is they take so damn long to go through their phases, and that's why I have not been successful in the past in growing colonies of super worms. Because I just, feeding superworms, it's so much easier than feeding mealworms. It takes a lot less time of me standing there with the tweezers and holding each tiny little mealworm in front of the half-blind geckos for 5 minutes, So I like feeding superworms, but they're much harder to grow. So anyways, I was there at Petco. And this little girl was looking at fish. She was so cute. And she was looking at the betas. And she was telling me how she had a beta. And she had gotten another beta. And she put them together. But they didn't like each other. And so I was explaining to her that she probably had a boy fish. And the boys can't be housed together. Blah, 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 blah. And I was about to walk away. And then I locked eyes with this little red beta fish. And I was like, uh-oh, because I did not need trying to find where I drew that line. I did not need the added stress of having to set up a whole ecosystem at this time in my life. I don't need that. I don't need that. And I have withheld for so long. I've been so proud of myself for withholding. And yeah, I came home with that fish. And just to top it off, most of my fish supplies are gone. The only fish supplies that I have are for really big aquariums. Really big aquariums. And so right now I'm working on trying to get him a good setup going. He is currently in a bare 3-gallon tank that I borrowed from my mommy, and I had to go get a little heater because all he had were really big heaters. And yeah, I mean, he's doing real good though. He's really happy. I bought him all the foods that he could want. He's got high nutritional food that he's eating, and then he's got bloodworms and brine shrimp and blah 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 blah. So Then I was on Craigslist. Mind you, I was not looking for an animal. Just sometimes I just want to beat myself in the head with a hammer. Was not looking for an animal. I was looking for supplies to set up an aquarium because I had I'm a go big or go home person. That's why with the geckos, even though they technically don't need a 40-gallon breeder, I still want to give them each a 40-gallon breeder because I feel like they deserve it. You know, they're in captivity because of us. They were bred in captivity because of us. You know, they deserve to have extravagant accommodations. So I was on Craigslist looking for. Don't look at me like that, Calliope. What's my time? 10 minutes. Okay. I was on Craigslist looking for fish supplies for one of my 30-gallon aquariums that I had upgraded the geckos from. Who was it? The Jade Blossom. I had upgraded Jade Blossom from. But I didn't have like hoods or anything like that for a 30-gallon. Yeah. Or lights. You know, I wanted to give them a. Who's touching my butt? Honey, what are you doing to my butt? I don't know what you're doing. So anyways, I don't have anything for my gecko. For my gecko. Oh my god. Oh my god. For Constantine. My sweet, sweet beta. And so I was on Craigslist looking for fish supplies. You know, like 15 years ago before we moved up here, oh my goodness, was it so much easier to find used animal supplies on Craigslist. So much easier. And I'm like, I'm looking at like everything on the west coast of Washington, you know, Western Washington, all the cities of Western Washington. And there's just not a reselling of supplies. And so I'm like, okay. I keep going on Craigslist. I keep looking for supplies. You know, I keep finding nothing. And then I saw this posting from the Humane Society, and I was like, wonder what that's about. You know, and it's the Humane Society. Honey keeps touching my butt. And I don't know why. Is there something on my butt? There shouldn't be anything on my butt. Okay. So I was like, I wonder what that's about. You know, and a lot of my animals, especially before we moved here, are from the Humane Society, you know. So I kind of have a soft spot for the Humane Society. And so I go on there and, you know, the posting reads overflowing with animals. And I go, oh, that's unusual because every single time I want a fucking dog, I go to the Humane Society and there's just nothing. You know what? They have pit bulls and they have German Shepherds / Malinois, and then they have Siberian Huskies. Those are the three breeds that the Tacoma Humane Society has a plethora of, which are three breeds I do not want. Actually, I do adore pit bulls, very much so, but I have Dottie, and right now Dottie is, you know, the dog that is currently taking up residence with her grandma because she is not dog friendly, and I can't take the risk with another dog not being dog friendly. I don't have anywhere to segregate them to in this house, you know. So, you know, I was like, well, I kind of want to go look on, you know, look on the website, see what's going on. Because as you may or may not know, you probably do know, I'm still fucked up over Chewy. I still miss that little white dog so much it hurts. And, you know, I desperately wanted a little boy, fluffy white dog. You know, just a little boy that I could hold in my arms. You know, June, she is an amazing little wiener. But she is not a, you know, dog that likes to be toted around. You know, she's her own woman. And Ruby, even though I got her for myself, she's my mom's dog. You know, I realized that after a week when she wanted not a thing to do with me. So, I'm kind of looking on the website to see what dogs they have, and lo and behold, appears this very senior boy Pekingese. He's very old. He's white. He's turned white. He wasn't white to begin with, but his whole front face, you know, frontal area has turned white because he's old. And here's the kicker. His name was Chewy. And I was just dying inside. It was like the cosmic universe coming together saying, here is your Chewy. You know, obviously I wasn't expecting to replace my Chubu. I could never replace Chubu. That would be impossible. But it was like the universe was just screaming at me, here he is. Here he is. Here's the dog you've been looking for. And so, you know, I'm really excited. Only problem is, I don't live in Tacoma. I'm 2 hours away, at least. Probably 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's a long drive, is what I'm saying. And so I text my aunt, or I call my aunt. I was like, could you please go and look at this dog for me to see if it's still there, you know? Because I work a lot, and driving there just wasn't super feasible unless there was a good chance he was there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of gas. It's a lot of time. I only have so many hours after I get off work before I have to go to bed and start it all over again. So I was like, can you go and look and see if this dog is there? I can tell my aunt thinks I'm nuts. That's okay. Almost everybody does think I'm nuts. And I'm waiting for one day, and then I'm waiting for a second day, and then the third day comes around, and I was like, I just can't wait anymore. It was the no, it was Sunday. And I was like, the pound is closed on Mondays. I have to go today. So I get off work, I come home, I pick up mom, and I go, and we go all the way to Tacoma. And I send my aunt a text. I was like, don't worry about going to the pound. We're just gonna go look anyways, you know. And so we drive there, and we get out of the car, and we look at all the dogs. The dog isn't there. There was there's a little black Chihuahua, and which was baring his teeth of the other two dogs he was in a kennel with. And then there were 2 poodle mixes. And you know, as far as little dogs went, and I don't know, I wasn't that's not the dog I came for, I guess. You know, and so I was kind of disappointed. I was walking around the pound, and I stopped at this one dog who is shaking like a leaf, and I kind of, you know, make a tisk sound at her, and I was like, you know, and she turns her head back at me, and she wags her tail a little bit. She's still shaking so bad. She is so scared. And I was looking at her paperwork, and she was a stray. Turns out she, maybe I'm getting a hold of myself. I'm getting a hold of yes, I'm totally getting a hold of myself right now. Getting ahead of myself right now. I called my mom over. I was like, look at this dog. Isn't she cute? Here's the problem with this dog. She is not a 14-pound little dog. She is a 63-pound Labrador Basset Hound. She has a Basset Hound body with a Labrador eye, or a Labrador head, and with some droopy Basset Hound eyes. Hey, Chance, do not beat up the dogs, please. And mom's like, yeah, that's not the dog you were looking for. And I was like, I know, but look at her. You know, she's terrified. She's shaking like a leaf. And my mom goes, I don't know. And I was like, is it an I don't know because she's big? And or an I don't know because you can't fit another dog in your car. And she's like, a little bit of both. And so we leave. I couldn't take her home that day anyways, because she was on a stray weight. Turns out she has a microchip. The pound tried to contact her owners a multitude of times, and they never got back to him. And so she had a date on there that she'd be available if her owners refused to get back to him by that date, you know. And so we go home. I didn't go home with the dog, you know. That was a close one. You might think, you know. And for the next 5 days, I was having flashes of Juniper. Because when that dog turned his head to look at me in the pound and it was just shaking like a leaf, even though she doesn't look like Juniper, I just kept seeing Juniper, you know. I just saw Juniper, and my head or my heart was, you know, it was breaking. It was breaking. And, you know, I was like, Mom, I need to talk to you about something. And I was like, I need to go get that dog. And she's like, I know. I knew we were going to get that dog. So, there's another surprise for you. I have another dog. And, she is the last one. I am not, there will be no little dog. There's just going to be her. And she is pure perfection. Turns out she is a total snuggle bunny. She loves to spoon. She's a big spooner. And she's so cute. She's 9 years old. Droopy eyes. She's so short. She's got the Basset Hound flipper front feet. And her body is so short. She's shorter than my mom's American 25-pound American Rat Terrier. And she's huge. She's like a normal sized dog that was cut off at the knee because she's so short. So, anyways, that's my big news. If that made sense at all, it probably didn't, and I obviously didn't get very far at making this. This is a it's like a hunky-dory stackable embellishment I got from. Could come from Bonnie, but I'm pretty sure it came from Leslie. I didn't want to put 5 foam layers thick, so there's just one, and I just shaded the layers. I've held on to it for a long time, and I kind of want to use it. So yes, I have a new dog. Her name is Calliope. It took me a long time to name her. It just wasn't coming to me super quickly. Sometimes they come to me quickly. Sometimes they do not come to me quickly. Her name was not a name that was coming to me quickly. So, yeah, she's a really good dog. She, I would say all of the animals except her, but Chance hates her. Chance hates all the animals, so I'm not too upset about that. Juniper also hates her. But the only animal that Juniper loves is my mom's American Rat Terrier, Rosie. For whatever reason. She's the youngest dog we have, Rosie. And that's the dog that my weenie loves. So, they're just, I don't know, June just, she doesn't like anybody else. I'm the only person she likes. Rosie's the only dog she likes. And that's all the beings that Juniper needs in her life. And we just gotta be okay with that. Did I do this upside down? No. Okay, good. I might go down a little bit. I felt really good about bringing her into the family after like the 5th time Juniper bit her in the face, you know? I know that sounds kind of weird, but my weenie dog, my 13-pound weenie, is not going to do any damage to the 63-pound Basset Hound Labrador mix. You know, she's not going to do any damage. So after Calliope was bit in the face like 5 times that I know of, And after Chance had smacked her around a little bit and she didn't react, she just cowtailed and went in the opposite direction. You know, I was feeling really good about things, you know, that things were gonna work out, and they have. It's been a pretty smooth transition with all the animals. I still haven't gotten the stuff for. I've just been. I'm waiting for a day where I don't have to do anything to get some stuff done. I had a day off and I went to Sweeney Todd play with Vesper, and it was pretty amazing. And we went and got Indian food before that. That was pretty good and disappointing at the same time. And yeah, it's just I've had something going on all the time, and that level. And I just need some time to get Constantine taken care of. I'm thinking I'm just going to have to buy his hood brand new and his lights brand new, because betas have to have a hood. They are jumping fish. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy it new. And yeah. I haven't been shopping much. I do have stuff coming in from In Love Arts, some dyes, and I have some stuff from Temu. I bought some magnet sheets off of Amazon. I also bought 2 cookbooks from a YouTuber that I watch, Tasting History with Max Miller. Let me know if you watch him too. I bought 2 of his cookbooks, one for me and one for my aunt for Christmas. And yeah, everything has just been taking agonizingly. Oh, I bought something from Lori too. Lori, I will share that. I hope you don't think that I won't, because I will. I was just waiting for something to come in the mail, you know, because I hate making uber short videos. It takes a lot for me to make a video to begin with. I don't want to make a 5-minute video. It just seems like a waste of my energy. So, Kitty Cat needs to be up on phone. So yeah, according to the internet, everything is at my post office box now. I just have to go and get it, which is a much longer drive to my post office from work than it is to go home. You know, and to go home it's an hour drive, and to go to the post office is much longer. So, you know, I usually plan on a Friday, on my Friday, not on the day of the week Friday, but on my Friday, and that's just, you know, life sucks right now. So, I think I need a new job. I think I do, because I'm just so tired all the time, and I want to be able to do crafty stuff, do stuff that I enjoy, and I just can't right now. You know, I'm dead inside. There's nothing left. So, yeah, that's my story of me piling more, Calliope, I'm not calling you garbage, just more stress onto my heaping mound of stress. But you've been a very good girl, and I do not regret getting you at all. I've gotten a lot of judgment from the vet that I took her to. You know, because the Humane Society will pay for a vet visit with a vet that they've partnered with, and so I had to take her to a vet that was not my vet, which I guess doesn't really matter because it's impossible to get into my vets to begin with. I got a lot of judgment when she found out that technically, I mean, 2 of them aren't my dogs, but technically I have 6 dogs altogether. Yeah. she's worth it. She's worth it. I love that she snuggles with me so much. She lets me rub her belly, which I'm sure is more for her benefit than mine. But yeah, I rub her belly until I fall asleep, and then, I can't concentrate. So real quick, back to the challenge before my video cuts out. All the information will be in the description box below. If you want to join, that'd be super awesome. I could use some more fun mail. And thank you everyone who's stuck with me thus far. I appreciate it, because I know I'm on here sporadically, and I know I'm gonna get better about it, and I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired, and I can't bring myself to do even the simplest of things when I get home. So but thank you to everyone who has participated. It has made my month, my birthday, and I appreciate it. So I'll probably let you go from there. I'm obviously not going to get anywhere on this card at this moment in time. It's also really cold right now, which, as much as I love the cold, it also makes it hard for me to concentrate creatively. So all I can think about is how cold my fingers are. So be breaking up. Wendy, I lent your heating pad to Dottie for a weekend because she was having lower back pain. I took that back. I will be wearing it again.